Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV, and this quick video is about Riyad Mahrez, and I've been chatting to Dean from DZ Football _English, and Dean does an awful lot of information, news, latest reviews, players, profiles, you name it, on Algerian football, and he does it all in English. So the link to Dean's website, DZ Football _English, is in the description below. Go and check it out. Anyway, we got chatting about the Mahrez thing, and obviously we had the whole Mahrez watch that we do. We only do it basically because we were asked to talk about Riyad Mahrez more than we were, even though we talked about every single player. But so we did a Mahrez watch, and some people like it, some people don't. Some people, especially the Algerians, are now saying because Riyad Mahrez isn't playing very well, that they want us to remove it, and some have reported us and all sorts of garbage. But Dean's very objective. So I've been chatting to Dean over the last 24 hours and basically sort of saying, look, what are your thoughts on it? Because I'd be more than happy to not do it anymore. But the fact is that if Riyad Mahrez was to suddenly play against Liverpool tomorrow night, score 2 goals or get an assist, etc., and has an absolute worldie, a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 performance, and we didn't do a video and decided, that's it, we're not doing any more, then we'd be absolutely inundated with Mahrez fanboys going, oh, see, I told you were a racist, you're an Arab hater, and you were this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, it's not. We're giving you what you asked us to give you. So anyway, we could do a David, like I said on the video yesterday, we could do David Silva watch, and we'd put Spanish national anthems over the top. We could do a I don't know, Bernardo Silva watch and put the Portuguese national anthem over the top. We could do lots of different things. It's not having a go at Mahrez. We're literally just giving him our review that the people who originally were complaining that we don't do enough about Riyad Mahrez, or say enough, or give him man of the match every single game, or give him a 10 out of 10. We're just doing that for you. And it's not a piss take, we're being objective, and like we do with every single player rating review. So I got chatting to Dean from, like I said, from DZ Football, and I said to him, look, what are your thoughts? Because he said originally, oh, you're going to create World War III here, and Dean's very objective. I mean, he's half Algerian and things like that, so he does a lot on Algerian football. So I said, look, make us a video, and he did. And have a look at his video and give us your thoughts on what Dean has to say about Riyad Mahrez. But I can assure you all, you Mahrez fanboys, I've not read anywhere about City fans wanted Riyad Mahrez out of the club and selling him, and not at all. Well, I've certainly not read it. Maybe there is something out there, right? But I follow City fans all over the world, in Manchester, on Twitter, on social media, and I don't see anybody saying Mahrez out. They're just basically saying he's not performing how we wanted or expected him to perform. So, please stop with the, City fans don't like him. And no, we're just giving an objective critique against a player. I mean, whether we bought a French national or we bought a British, English player who came into the club and we thought, he's actually not doing it. If we bought, let's say, Dele Alli and he's played for 6 months and we're thinking, he's not pulling up trees, and we'd say the same thing. I mean, that's just the way it is. We're being objective. Now, like I said in all the videos, Riyad Mahrez, I think, needs at least a whole season, and he needs to also play in a different position than where he's playing in wide, in the wing role, hugging the touchline type of winger. He needs to be inside because he's not a winger. So I've said it in numerous videos. I think he's a player that thrives on confidence. He is surrounded by world-class players, and maybe his confidence has dipped a little bit, and maybe, who knows, maybe Pep's telling him not to take on players. We don't know that, but we can only critique his performances, and the way it stands at the moment is he started off slowly, got better, and we said that in the videos, but then the last 4 or 5 games he's drifting off and not really offering anything. So, like I said, I asked Dean from DZ Football _ English and said to him, look, what are your thoughts on it? Are we being, over the top? Are we seeing something that you're not seeing? And I think Dean says it all in this video. So what I'll do is I'll let you listen to Dean's video, have a watch of it, see what you think, give us your comments below. This is Andy from Man City Fan TV. We'll be back tomorrow with more videos before we leave for the game against Liverpool, which is possibly the biggest game in the season, and I think whoever wins is going to be magnificent for them. A draw wouldn't be too bad, but we'd rather a Man City win, and let's hope Mahrez comes on. And one other thing, Dean said in his video, and you'll see it shortly, Dean said something about the City fans are having a go at Mahrez because of the missed penalty. I must admit, some people on Twitter have said, at the end of the season, that might be the defining moment. I disagree. The defining moment, if we lose, will be the fact that we lost to Leicester, we lost to Crystal Palace. That'll be the defining moment. It won't make any difference whether Riyad Mahrez missed a penalty or not, which he shouldn't have taken. Gabriel Jesus should have took it. But it's irrelevant for me and for us at Man City Fan TV. It makes no difference. There'll always be mistakes throughout the season, and you can't just take it back to one particular point in time. For me, anyway, we shouldn't have got beat by Leicester. We shouldn't have got beat by Palace. That's simple. That was where we lost points, not in the penalty missed by Riyad Mahrez. So hope that sort of shows you that we are balanced. We're not an objective. We're not siding on one thing and making a Riyad Mahrez penalty miss as the defining moment of the season. Not at all. And I think most City fans will look at it that way. But anyway, this is Dean from DZ Football _ English. Don't forget, check out his channel. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel. Plenty of videos tomorrow. We'll be at the ground early. We'll be interviewing lots of fans outside. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be nervous. It's going to be a great game. But anyway, Blues, Sandy from Man City Fan TV. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon.
Hello, people of Man City Fan TV. Hello, Andy. Hello, Ray. Welcome back to this special edition of Mahrez Watch. Well, I do love a bit of Mahrez Watch. Yeah, we're talking about Mahrez again. And obviously, a few weeks ago, we had the issue with the criticism he was getting. Man City fans weren't liking him. Algerian people weren't liking him. We had to find a compromise. Don't know if it worked. Anyway, the new year is upon us. We're about halfway through the season. And people are saying Mahrez has not been what they're expecting, that they should have kept Sancho and never signed him. They signed someone in a position they didn't need. Well, you have to look at the bigger picture, and I think that it's always good to boost the squad. You look at Liverpool, they can bring on Shaqiri, Sturridge, Keita. You look at Man City, they've got a great starting 11. Are the people that fill in those gaps necessarily as good? I think Mahrez has definitely improved Man City's squad, but it hasn't made it worse. So I think we need to bear in mind that Mahrez has been an improvement. It's a good addition, and plus only time will tell if they're going to win the league. Now, of course, we've got a big game against Liverpool coming right up. But what I would say is, this is bringing back the topic of Mahrez skying that penalty. Now, I'm seeing the phrase Mahrez cost City the league. Now, the thing is, right, I know at that point in that game, Man City, I don't think had Aguero on. And I think there was a couple of other penalty takers they didn't actually have on the field. So Mahrez took it, probably his third, fourth choice. So, you know, if Aguero was there, he would have smashed it in. I don't know if David Silva was playing, maybe he would have taken it. But I don't blame Mahrez, because I know for a fact Mahrez can't take penalties. I've seen it with the national team, bottling penalties. I've seen it at Leicester, bottling penalties. So why would he take it? Did someone bottle out that decision? Because we know Mahrez can't take them. We don't let him take them at national level anymore. We know he's not good at them. Doesn't mean he's a bad footballer, he's just not good at penalties. So I don't know why he took it, but that's another story. And I think, is he going to play against Liverpool? It's an opportunity for him to perhaps make amends for missing it. I think he'll want to play. because I think he'll want to make up for it, and I think he'll try extra hard. Not that they don't try hard, but I think, you know, he will feel that burden, right, I've got to make up for it here. And I don't know if Mahrez is going to play. I know Pep does trust him. He played him at Wembley and he scored the winner, so he has played in big games. He played against Arsenal this season. But, you know, it's going to be a big, big game, and whether he starts or he's on the bench, he's definitely going to want to make up for it. Now, what Algerians don't understand is, as a fan of a club, any player that doesn't play to their best is going to get criticised, and it happens all around the world. With Algerians, what it is when their players move club, they stop supporting Man City. So when Mahrez leaves Man City, they're all going to be gone. They're not going to keep supporting City and saying, oh, Sané's not playing well, he should be dropped. They're only watching City because of Mahrez. You have to remember it. That's all they care about, and that sounds quite rude, but they want to see Mahrez be successful and win titles, and that's why they watch him at Manchester City. They're not watching it as a Man City fan. So please bear in mind that when Mahrez leaves the club, they're not going to care one bit. Now, I hope that Riyad is going to help City win the league, because if they don't win the league, that penalty is going to be talked about for a long, long time. They're going to say Pep should have signed a defensive midfielder, blah, blah, blah. But he did go for Jorginho, didn't he? The one from Napoli went to Chelsea, didn't get him. And that's part of the transfer window. It's unfortunate. Mahrez has still got a lot to offer. That's what you've got to remember. You haven't seen the best of him. And when you do see the best of him, it's very exciting. What is it, 5 league goals, the most assists in the Champions League this season. He's just getting started, and I've seen people say, you know, Bernardo Silva in his first season wasn't as good. Sané in his first season wasn't as good as he can be. But with Mahrez, because he's a little bit older and he's already been in the Prem, this is where I think the issue is stemming from. But when you're playing with respect Danny Simpson and you go to Kyle Walker, and when you're playing with like Michael Bright and you go into Leroy Sané, there are going to be big step ups, and you have to get used to it. And I think he will get better and he will blossom eventually. So, little Mahrez watch. Is he going to play? I don't know. I hope he does, because I want him to prove a point. Massive game. Nerves are still needed against Liverpool. He should come good. But remember, City have got a squad of 24, 25 players, and they're all just as important as each other. So if you take one out, you can't win the league. Okay? You look at City, and they've already got one-star man, because all of their players are good. It's not like Liverpool, where you take Salah out and you say, they're not as great. You take Aguero out, you've got De Bruyne. You take De Bruyne out, you've got Silva. You take Silva out, you've got Laporte, you've got Edison, you know, you've got full-backs. So, on and on and on. City need all of their big players performing at their best. Can't single people out. I hope City win the league. Best of luck to them. It's going to be difficult, but best of luck to them. And come on, Riyad, prove the haters wrong.